Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalk! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Premier Series qualifiers here at Empire Ninja in Yorktown Heights in New York State. My name is Kane Malden, joined by Joe Moravsky here, and it's going to be pretty exciting. The preteen division, one of the most strong divisions. What are your opening thoughts? Well, I will talk about the gym, obviously Empire Ninja in New York State. We have two incredible course designers on deck, Noel Reyes and Andrew Font. So two incredible course designers who've made something really great here for our athletes to go toe-to-toe on. All right, and yeah, as you can see, this is where, you know, we've gone all of today. This is the final division of the day. Then tomorrow we will have the amateur, teen, and elite division. So that's going to be pretty exciting. All of these are in Eastern Standard Time, so tune in whenever you want, I guess. But we're just getting a run through here. Yep, as you can see, amateur starts at, first thing in the morning. Then we have teen in, the noonish part of the day. Then elite will round out this qualifier, and we will be on a road trip from there. It will be to Modus, actually, which is the venue for the Premier Series finals. As you can see, these are all the various qualifiers throughout this season. Empire is where we're at. Modus will be next weekend. But yeah, we've got a lot more where that came from. We have, a competition in France, in Canada. We have one in the UK as well. So we're really trying to scratch every base here. So yeah, I mean, when all is said and done, we will go back to Modus for what is the Premier Series Finals. Oh, and I'm really excited for Life Force, an incredible facility. They've won plenty of awards for their course designing, so I know they're cooking up something special. Then, yep, True Function in the UK. You don't want to miss it. You just do not want to miss it. It's going to be exciting ninja action all year long.
Hi. Sorry about that.
Well, yeah, we're running through the various, bases that our season will go upon. But regardless, yeah, where were you about? Oh, no, actually, let's talk about the eligibility. So the way it's set up, top 25% across the World Championships and the seasonal standings will get an invite, as well as anyone who is special enough to get an invitation, recognized as a prodigy worthy of a place in Premier Series.
I had some technical difficulties before. Do you guys hear me now? Interesting.
You're good. So the way
Excellent,
the format
excellent.
was set up, split into two courses, placement course and the challenge course. Placement course, all it does is determine who is going to run where. It is a simple flow course where if you fall, your run is over. The challenge course, however, is where all the marbles are, I don't know what the word is. It's for all the marbles.
Yeah, and Kane, we were talking about earlier, sorry, my mic was not working. I got it all fixed now. The difference between the elites in my mind and like teens and preteens now is becoming almost slimmer and slimmer. Elites used to be in just a completely different world, different universe, but these young athletes have gotten so much better that we've been seeing harder obstacles in just different divisions. I think the vertical limit is a really good example of that, right? We have that in the challenge course, and it's just it was an elite obstacle for many, many years. And now here we are, seeing kids, mature kids, and so on compete on that obstacle. It's just crazy.
Absolutely. We have a lot more going on. As you can see, a lot of incredible athletes in our field. Our very first runner is Ananisa Truong, which is going to be super exciting.
Yeah, she's going to come out with fire, starting off everybody here today. And I'm sure she's had some time to look at, what this course is, watching other divisions. She always comes in very prepared, so it'll be really fun to watch, and I'm sure really, really fast.
Yeah, I definitely recognize a lot of these. Katerina actually is from the UK, if you believe it.
Demo run, we're gonna get our first runner.
That's pretty crazy.
Yep, there she is. The UK. Is that true? That might be a mistake, because it says that here, but I swear we've had her in my gym a few times. Interesting. So this is going to be a really fast course, and I'm curious to see what people think the fastest times are going to be. We've seen some really fast times across other divisions. It's going to be a really fast run. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think after what we saw with the mature kids, I think a sub 30 is going to happen. I don't think it's a matter of if, but rather when.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm sure we can put that up in our poll and have people watching at home, make their predictions on this. I think sub 30, yeah, absolutely is possible. we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, these athletes are incredible. They're so fast. I think we just put it up right here now. What will be the fastest time of this placement course? Are we thinking sub 50, sub 40, sub 30, sub 20? That would be insane. Sub 20. Hey, anything's possible.
Anything is possible, but I feel like for sub 20, we'd have to get stinking Usain Bolt on there or something.
Yeah, we need somebody that can actually fly, quite literally fly.
Get like, I don't know, Clark Kent.
Yep, that would work.
Don't sleep on it, but we are gonna be seeing a demo soon. We're just taking a look at our run order. By the looks of it, there are 9 athletes in the preteen female division. So it's going to be pretty aggressive trying to fight for a spot, right?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be, I mean, we're talking how many obstacles? We have 6 obstacles, right? 6 obstacles on a speed course. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something along the lines of, a second in between the top. It's probably going to be less than a second.
Yeah, no, I could see that too. Looks like we're getting
Are we getting a little reset
demo
here before demo?
Yeah, get that ring back up.
All right, demo should be starting now. Well, here we go. This will be so incredibly fast. It's going to be so exciting. And here we go with our demo for the athletes and for your viewers at home.
Yeah, pretty simple start, I'd say. Then you go through the lache bars. It's been moved a little further. You go straight into the devil steps by the looks of it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a landing platform there. Still got a little boot scoot action going on here. Got to keep those legs way up, depending on the height of the athlete. And it looks like little quick lengths on the fidget spinner to get that buzzer. I wonder, with that buzzer off to the right there, we might have some athletes coming in a little too hot. They got to make sure they get down and low for that buzzer because it's always frustrating when you clear a course and all of a sudden, oops, I didn't actually clear it, missed the buzzer. It's happened at every single level of competition that I could think of. So hopefully it doesn't happen here today, but definitely something not to overlook.
On the other hand, there are plenty of ninjas who I've seen who just completely dive bomb the buzzer and take it out like it's...
Yeah.
But Ananisa Truong is our first athlete of the division, and she is an absolute beast. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, she looks actually really calm, really ready to go, confident. And that's good. You don't want to see people taking really deep breaths or really, sweating at the start here. To go first, it's always tough, especially on a speed course, but she looks locked in, and here we go. Runner one of the preteen division.
Yep, got just a minute to get through what she needs to get through. Now, I know she knows how to lache. It's not going to be an issue here. Beautiful.
Really good on the cliffhangers. Monkey bar across coming down the devil steps.
Yep, nice little follow through on that dismount.
Oh, a little short. Oh, no. Ooh, good save there. That could have been trouble. Really great length. Almost missed the buzzer there, too. The hand kind of coming a little far off the front, but that looked good.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward kind of move, but yeah, and Anisa did really well here. I think the only issue was actually getting a hold of that ring. More so than anything else.
A little height.
Transition.
Exactly. Yeah, a little height challenges for sure. But that's, always going to be something, to not really stress about when you're a competitor. You just got to do it. You know, don't overthink it. Just go and do what you do.
Yeah, just do it. We've Nala Jackson, another incredible athlete I've seen around. Let's see if she can perform at her A game.
Nala with the hands on the hips before the start, like this is going to be light work. Really turned it on, too. She looked super calm, and then here we go.
Yeah, if you look at that, you can see the amount of time she's ahead by. Oh, loses a little bit there, but that's okay. About neck and neck.
Yep, just under a quarter of a second difference through that last obstacle. Now...
Oh, no! Missed the dismount!
No.
Oh, that's a shocker.
I know. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, the platform, she tried dismounting from not the last step and came up short, but Nala, it's not the end of the world. Does have the challenge course to take on later. I mean, all this really does is determine when you're going to run.
All right, Charlie coming in from M Lab, New Jersey, looking ready to go.
Ooh, this one's going to be
Nice
good.
deep
Charlie, I say this about everyone, but I promise they are really, really good, which if they're here, then they have to be, right?
Yeah, top 25%. I don't know if we've seen anybody link that first bar quite yet, jumping up to it. It might be a little high for some of these athletes to feel comfortable, but that's certainly going to be something that's going to cut down on the times, as well as not matching on every one of those steps. Oh, looks like we're going with the wrong hand. We're going to have to go backwards.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tricky. Remember, this is a placement course. We want to have speed, but we don't want to have a fall. So, you know, getting through, even if you make a mistake, getting through is going to be better than forcing something.
Yeah, but look at the time. Can reach out for that ring.
I know.
This is doable. If she links the final little bit of this course, she's got to move, and she will.
She hit it?
Oh, I think she got it.
I wonder if that first one registered or not.
I think the timer went black, so I think she was okay. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, maybe she's just too strong. She's trying to break the buzzer. Got to be gentle. This isn't the American Ninja Warrior buzzer.
Yeah, you got to hit that buzzer one more time. But now we have Araya out of Empire Ninja. A bit of home field advantage, maybe?
Yeah, let's see here. Looking good so far. Yeah, that jump up, watching her do it, definitely is a full extension jump. So taking a backswing on that first bar is going to be common, I think, here for our preteen females. You know, being able to link off that first bar, it's going to save a lot of time. And once again, if you can make it up those steps without matching, you just kind of go one hand on each, like your monkey barring, that's going to be faster too. Just get more progress with each move.
Now Araya.
Oh,
nice.
no!
Oh no! So I thought overspilled that step there. That's a bummer.
Yeah, really solid start. But unfortunately, a full clear not in the cards that time, but we'll see her back for challenge shortly. Fiona coming up next here.
Yep, Fiona Nix, one of two the Nix sisters, so to speak. We'll see Francis later, but these two are incredible. I've seen them in multiple Premier Series competitions, so that tells you about their commitment.
Yep.
See, can
Nice
she
flanks.
keep up with the pace here? Nice.
Looking really calculated. Staying calm. Sometimes being efficient is equal to speed, of course, right? But speed is not always efficient. right? If you're trying to move as fast as you can, sometimes you make a mistake. Fiona getting the buzzer there, needing a backswing on that last fidget spinner. And, that's kind of what I'm talking about. If you're so focused on going fast, sometimes we forget to, place our hips in the right position to make that next move. The kids that I coach back home, I tell them all the time that it's really important to focus in a speed course on what is next. And I'm talking like a hair ahead of what you normally would think of. But either way, Katarina's up next. And I did find out she actually has moved. So, Katarina, we miss you. But I hope you're enjoying your new home out there. And she is back and ready for more here in the States.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure we'll see her again in the True Function qualifier, which is in the UK. But nonetheless, I while you were talking about that, a saying popped in my head. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Exactly. Yeah, Kane, I wonder if we're going to see any of the athletes on obstacle 1 from wall to wall run across it without using their hands, because I have to imagine that could be done. And Katarina being such a tall athlete compared to some of the other females, I feel like that's something that she could consider doing. I know I'm not there in person, so I can't tell exactly what it looks like, but obstacles like that where she could take advantage of her height, like right here on the fidget spinners, just stretch and go. Easy for her. Looks too easy.
Yeah, puts her comfortably in third place. Yeah, I mean, it's a technique that you could consider, but it's a little risky on the first obstacle.
Obstacle
you don't wanna,
1, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go all that way just to do a little whiff and have to run the challenge course first.
I hear ya. It's risk versus reward, but at the end of the day, I feel like the athletes that will win are the ones that know themselves, are not afraid to take risks, and like I said, they know themselves well enough to where they're like, all right, I know I can do this. Is it just fear holding me back? And if so, that's not a reason. Don't let it hold you back.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable. Now we have Dakota Custodio. Favorite obstacle type is generating swing. Most challenging is foot dexterity. I've heard that a lot, in my many hours of commentary.
No, yeah, you're right. Dakota just missing the link there. But looking smooth, not really needing backswings on those cliffhangers to get to the backside of the devil step, so that was pretty good. Made up a little time there, but still 3 seconds behind the leader. Gonna have to make up some time. Almost kind of tiptoed the edge there. Kept it on and gets the buzzer.
Ooh, 42.96.
Wow.
It's close. Yeah,
pulled that one off there.
Talk about efficiency. It didn't look that fast, but it was fast. Clearly,
it was.
Yeah, look at that.
There's our first 7 preteens to run, the females. We have 2 more.
Yep, Kaylee Hanlon out of Ascend.
Yep, pretty good start. I feel like turning these corners, right, from obstacle to obstacle, transitions, that is where the time is going to be made up.
Oh, absolutely.
I think the best example. Oh, she is moving. Kaylee's moving right now.
Yep, skipping steps.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see her kind of take the lead here off this obstacle.
Oh, yes.
3 seconds ahead.
Dismount. Kaylee.
Takes a little time before that obstacle, but moving quick. This could be number 1.
Kaylee on an absolute tear, and there it is. 33.86. The sub 40 has been achieved. So there you go.
And you know what? Still time to make up. The transitions, like I was saying, if she can get to that ring on the boot scoot and just be a little bit quicker, I know there is some height advantages and disadvantages, but those turns, those corners are going to be huge. So that was an incredible run. That was almost, 7 seconds about faster than the previous first place time. And we're going to see if we can see another one here with Francis from Strive Ninja Fitness.
Yep,
Francis moving through.
Alongside her sister. Her sister placed second, so Let's see if she could crack into the top time, perhaps. Is a little behind.
Going with the wrong hand, has to match, but that was a good correction. Kept the forward progress. Good. Try to limit those backswings. That is the number one killer of a speed course is backswings. We're really trying to just keep it flat and keep it smooth. And on the last obstacle here, 9 seconds off the leader, but looking like we're going to get a clear here. Nice job, Francis.
Yep, 45.55. Not a bad showing from all of our athletes. We saw a lot of success, and, you know, I think it's a good sign as we move on to the preteen males. As you can see there, 7 out of 9 were able to complete the course.
Yep, and obviously for our 2 that did not clear, doesn't really help the confidence going to challenge, but at the same time, challenge is not a speed course, although some people would argue that all courses are speed courses. But with that said, this is not a traditional speed course coming up. This challenge course is different. So, you know, what's done is done. They need to try to focus on what's coming up next and you know, put it behind them.
But now we move on to our preteen males. Charles Graham. Oh, and he's Empire Ninja as well.
All right. Making some pretty big moves, skipping steps. Going backwards on the devil steps, which is not ideal. Need to take some time to turn around. On and off.
But, yeah, for what it's worth, putting up an impressive showing here, sprinting into the fidget spinners, and this is going to be a great time. 34.68.
Okay.
Oh.
Charles, great first run for the boys here.
I like that. He put up a statement, and, you know, this is what our other athletes are going to have to live up to. So that's a pretty crazy standard. Let's see if AJ Small can put up a big showing here.
AJ looks ready to go, coming out of Vitality Obstacle Fitness. Training, I'm sure, with some really, I mean, the best of the best athletes in the world over in Vitality. So AJ is used to doing what he's got to do. Looking really good. Let's see if we can get the jump link here.
Oh,
really quick.
Was it even a question? AJ.
He is moving now.
The cameraman can't even keep up.
Let's see if we can get this transition straight. Took a little time there, a little hesitation, but quick feet. Through the fidget spinners. Almost got a sub 30 on that one.
Oh. Oh, he's thrilled.
Yeah, that was a great run. And he could have been sub 30. He took a little too much time on the ring, but really quick on his feet, made up some good time. Not a lot of stutter stepping. That was a really, really solid run out of AJ.
Yeah, logistically, with who's coming up, I wouldn't doubt it. But Joseph Comerford, Next Level Ninja. I mean, a lot of those athletes are known for, like, pure brute speed, right?
Oh, yeah. And come on, he's a Joseph, so you know he's going to be good. I'm not biased.
Yeah, you gotta channel some energy for him.
Sending some of that weatherman speed. Come on, Joseph. Let's see it. Looking good. Kind of looked almost a little uncomfortable in the first 2 obstacles, but definitely picked up the pace in the back half of the speed course. A little bit quicker, I think, than... Oh, did he fall off? Oh, that was close.
Yep, he's good.
Oh! Missed the link. That's the second one. Overall, strong run there.
When 38 seconds is the slowest time, that just feels crazy. But not a bad run at all.
Yeah, we did a poll a little bit earlier thinking, you know, wondering if people would be going sub 30, sub 20, sub 40. That's fast.
There are 2 people in the chat that voted sub 20.
I bet you might have been one of these athletes here. They were betting on themselves.
Oh, yeah, feeling bold, feeling eager. Anthony playing with fire here, but I know he's not going to get burned.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see athletes maybe not even use all of those cliffhangers, and we just see a big Lachey. Oh, no. Anthony getting a little crooked, it looks like. Smart move staying on the obstacle, though, not just jumping off to try to throw it.
Yeah, I mean, did what he could. But extra swing on the boot scoot is definitely a bit of a time sink.
Yeah. But, you know, like I said, better to take that safety backswing than it is to just try to throw it and throw your run at the same time because, yeah, it is a speed course, but we want to try to place as high as we can. All right, up next, Joseph St. Pierre. Pretty quick athlete. See how he handles the speed course here.
Off to a blazing start.
Yeah, I like that little technique there where he jumped to the ring. He didn't really pull back. He's moving. He's a whole second and a half ahead AJ. I can't even talk right now.
Yeah, well, last year finished 4th in the speed discipline at the World Championships.
Oh, no!
So,
Come on. Keep it together. I wouldn't be surprised if he still is able to hold on to first with that.
Oh, my gosh.
Jeez.
Look at that.
Unbelievable.
I'm not sure he's even aware he got first.
You know what? I think he is. I think he's just frustrated that he had that backswing on the ring and needed to hold on to the landing platform there, as you saw in the replay, because, you know, you take those 2 things away, we're going sub 28. Not quite sub 20 yet, but sub 28 with only, what do we have, 8 runners to go. That puts you in a nice spot. You got to be feeling pretty good after that.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, these next few athletes, they definitely have a chance to beat it. And look at that. Speak of the devil, I guess, because next level ninja athlete here, Vincent Faraci. You know he's capable of some speed here. All right, well, Vincent, I mean, moving at a brisk pace here, is a little behind the curve, but I think that's just a testament to how fast these guys are going. .17, not a bad showing at all. I think that actually, yeah, that's not the slowest time. I do believe.
Yeah, you know, these kids, 11, 12 years old, they're not going to be as comfortable as people that have been doing this a long time. So it's understandable that some of these guys don't want to go 100%. But Lucas here, I've known Lucas a long time. He's not afraid to hold back. Or, you know, he's probably afraid to hold back, I should say. He'd rather go full speed. And this is his comfort zone here. Cameraman having trouble keeping up.
Yep, he is 4th in the power rankings. Yeah, he's been doing ninja for a long time.
Yeah, and he's tall, using that long frame there.
What?
Woo! 26! That's ridiculous.
6 seconds.
That's ridiculous.
The sub 30 has happened, ladies and gentlemen. How about it?
Well, we're going to probably have 2 really fast runners back-to-back at least here, because Will is known for speed. And, you know, I can only imagine what his guesses are for his time here, but he doesn't hold back, and he's not afraid of failure. So let's see what he does here.
Oh, Will Vaz already off to the races. Obviously was the head-to-head champion. Very obvious with the way he's moving. Was 3rd last season in Premier Series, so he's out for blood. Will Vaz making an absolute massacre. Oh my gosh, it could be
wow.
it. What?
Jeez.
24.
I hate that I'm not surprised. He's just so consistent when it comes to speed. Very rarely do you see slip-ups from Will, especially in a course that's kind of basic, if you will. You know, it's not a traditional like difficult speed course. This is a placement course designed to help place athletes for the challenge course. So when you have obstacles as straightforward as this, I mean, it is not surprising to see a time like that. That's just incredible. Great job. Matthew up next. Just had two really good runners to watch. Oh, I mean, many good runners. Everyone that's run so far. Great job. Linking through the bars.
2 back-to-back sub-30s, basically.
So those long arms on the cliffhangers, the longer the lever, the slower the move, right? So shortening those arms and trying to make quicker moves just by shortening your arms, just by doing a little lock off, that changes everything. You know, and on a speed course like this, you definitely want to see a little more of that if you can. Even on these lengths, if you could pull through. Oh, stay on the platform. He gets it. Okay. He gets it. Okay.
That is a spillover platform, so he is good to go.
Yeah, so the difference between... Go ahead.
It was a little scary, is what I mean.
Yeah, cross the front plane, so we're good on that. Yeah, the difference between some of these, faster times is the fact that their arms are bent. You know, making these moves bent. That is the separation between, the average time and the fastest time. And Michael, up next here, 11 years old, making his way across the walls. Looks like he had a little trouble with the shoe grip there. Maybe dust on the shoes, a little chalk on the shoes. It happens.
Yeah, but nonetheless, making the most out of his performance here.
Yep, using his long arms. Doing some 360s on the cliffhangers. I like it. It looked pretty.
Yep, I mean, elegance is, equally as important. Style.
Nice quick feet. Let's see if we can get the links here. That looked good. Nice job out of Michael.
Yeah, 40.52. Not a bad showing at all. As you can see, those links are basically required,
Oh, yeah.
And man, we're already down to our last 3 athletes. Hunter Chance Jibo coming up.
I like that middle name, Chance. Kind of fitting for Ninja. Kind of fitting for me. You just got to take a chance sometimes, really taking a chance there. Hunter coming out really strong and confident. Oh, but he missed the link. It looked like he wanted it. Just didn't sell out for it.
Oh, that's tough, but anywho, I mean, you can't be a sore loser about it. You just got to roll with the punches.
I like some of his decision making here. It's not the cleanest, but I love the ideas. Love the ideas he had there, like running through that ring. That was, really good ideas. I think if he just cleaned it up, that could have been sub 30 for sure. That was a really great run.
Wow, very solid, and we're down to our final 2, so we're going to see if any of them can break Will Vaz's time. It's going to be a long, well, actually, it's going to be exactly a 24-second long road, but Cooper Custodio. Let's see how he moves here, coming off of a broken arm.
Oh, no.
Matching isn't ideal, but Cooper just doing what he can. And he's onto the boot scoop, going, drifting to that step.
Oh. Gets the link. I thought he was going to go for it. Oh, that was a great run. Almost was able to pull off that link there at the end. And, like we've been saying, links are, quite obviously the key here to a speed course. But when you get down to the second or the hundredths of a second, there's so much more involved. So, first, hit the links. Second, how are your transitions between the obstacles? Are we hitting corners well? Are we turning quick? Are we taking a second to line it up? If you are, well, that's precious time. Alfio, our last runner here, before we get into the challenge course. Alfio, also known for speed, very consistent.
Yep, I believe this is his first year in the preteen division, and he is making the most of it. Oh, he's going really fast right now. He skips the last step.
Oh, no, almost missed the ring.
No.
Our camera angle, it's tough to see. That landing platform looks a little off-center, but quick arms there. He's mad at himself for that, but still, listen, 30 seconds, 5th place. I wouldn't have guessed 30 seconds would have put a 5th place run up, but, it is what it is. We're going to make mistakes on speed courses, but that was a really great run from just all the things he wanted to do, and even the things that didn't go well, it still looked pretty good. So, great job on that run. There's our leaderboard.
Look at the separation, 30.53, 30.59, 30.79. It's so close.
Jeez. Yeah, within 0.3 of a second or so between 3rd and 6th, really. 3rd and 5th.
Everyone
Will and Lucas kind of separating there, and there were others that could have been close to Will, but like I said, those mistakes, those small little things, just comes down to being consistent on those speed courses, trying to stay calm. But hey, like I said with the preteen females, what's done is done. Preteen males, what's done is done. It's time to refocus. If you're running first, hey, you're running, whether you're running first or last. So try to just forget about what happened on speed, whether you did well or not. It's irrelevant at this point because we're moving on to the challenge course. Well, there you have it. You saw both leaderboards. And we're going to be going into our challenge course.
Yeah, more on that. We will be getting an update momentarily as to what's going to be happening here.
Yeah, we have some tricky obstacles and challenge. We'll be back in 40 seconds.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles. fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the preteen division here at Empire. My name is Kane Malden, joined by Joe Moravsky once again, and we are looking at the challenge course. We just saw our athletes take on the placement course. It was crazy. The slowest time was 44 seconds, so what does that tell you? But going into this challenge course, what are your thoughts on what's ahead?
Well, you know, these athletes continue to surprise me, and I'm just really excited. I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening here with how they approach the course. I'm excited to see the changes to the course, first of all, between the other divisions. It looks like we have a kind of a picture of the last obstacle here too, and it looks like it's going to be reset in the same way we saw at the end of the mature kids. So we'll see how athletes handle that. You know, there are always opportunities for, you know, finding different ways to beat obstacles, and sometimes that means skipping the obstacle entirely and lashang from the beginning of it to the end. So I wonder if we're going to see some big skips, if we're going to see, I'm sure we'll see some faster times than we saw in mature kids, but at the same time, you know, this course is harder, so we will see the changes. You know, vertical limit once again in this challenge course, and that is a very specific skill. You know, you either have it or you don't. There is no, I just magically got stronger. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I think I fall into that boat currently. I'll be competing here tomorrow in the elite division. And, you know, if we have that vertical limit, yeah, I'm strong, but I'll tell you right now, I'm competing in the Premier Series, and it's the closest one to home. Am I ready for it? I mean, the weatherman's always ready. But physically speaking, I don't know. Vertical limit, it can be tough. So aside from that, you know, some other crux obstacles have been just a lot of technical things. You're right. Like, what have you seen so far today, Kane?
Oh man, there's so much to talk about that's happened today. Well, the kids division, that one, it almost seemed like no one was gonna make it through until the very last run, when I believe it was Joey Stone that was able to complete the whole course. Which that was pretty crazy. You saw the mature kids push to their absolute limits here. And I'm sure that, you know, stuff's going to get pretty crazy given the circumstances, given the competitors, given the changes. There's just a lot. And yeah, as you can see, the pressure cooker there, you actually have to hook it in probably to stop that skip.
Yeah. Well, you know, these athletes, even though they're 11, 12 years old, they have been competing quite some time. You know, they are not new to Ninja. This is, you know, the Premier Series. You are top 25% at Worlds, and there are some other ways that you can make it to this league. But, you know, it's so challenging. You know, you're going up against the top 25 best of the best, top 25%. So these athletes, they're looking at the course right now. They're going through with their coaches and their mentors and their friends what they think they should do. Maybe there are some skips they're thinking about doing. Maybe there are some links they're thinking about doing. This is the crucial time. This is the time where it is very important to make sure they have their game plan set, because the second they step off the course, they're not coming back out until it's time.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the run is going to come before they even know it, because, I mean, given what lies ahead, how fast our athletes are willing to go in order to crack into the top four, it's going to be intense. And yeah, let's get a look at the stream schedule for tomorrow.
Yeah, speaking of the elites, tomorrow, 5 o'clock, we will kick off the day with the amateur male and female at 8 a.m., bright and early. Bring the coffee. And then we have the teen male and female coming in at noon. Little afternoon at 12:30, and then myself and many others taking on that elite course, 5 p.m. Non-stop action tomorrow, and you'll be here most of the day tomorrow, right, Kane?
Only elite.
Only elite. All right, so you get to sleep a little bit tomorrow. You got to wake
Yeah.
up by 4:55 tomorrow afternoon.
Oh my gosh.
If you can sleep that long, I'd be impressed.
Maybe I will. But anyway, here is the remainder. Well, this actually is in the past, but here's the remainder of the qualifiers in this season. As you can see, there's a lot going on. Modus is the venue for the Premier Series finals, so we get an early look at what Donovan Matoyer has planned.
That's a gym that I'd love to visit. Haven't been up there yet, but it's on my list. Donovan always coming up with some crazy obstacles.
Then Life Force, that was the previous venue last season. They are incredible at designing courses. Got the award for best course design 2 years in a row. Yep, then we got True Function, which is in the UK. There were also some French and Canadian qualifiers, but forgot to mention them. But when all is said and done, we will go back to Modus for the Premier Series finals, so you won't want to miss it.
All right, well, we're getting close to starting here. Looks like we might have the obstacle list for the speed course up right now. That is not going to be the one that we're going to be seeing currently. We have 10 obstacles that these athletes are going to be seeing. There they are now. So if you're just tuning into the stream, we are just about to start the demo for the challenged course portion of the preteen female and male here at the Premier Series at Empire. And the demo is such a critical part of an athlete's preparation, in my opinion. You know, I've watched, I've been on, I guess we can relate this to stage 3 in the Vegas finals of American Ninja Warrior. You know, the less people you get to see run the course, the harder it is. So this is a time where these kids should be staring intently at the demo, because every little thing matters here. Every little thing, to which hand should I reach up with? What's the last hold before the next obstacle? For example, that rock wall there to the rings. Which hand am I placing on that hold to go to the ring? Where do I go next? So these little things, they add up.
Ooh, and you have to stride across that wall. Good luck to all involved.
Hopefully there was a ring there.
And then the door, you know the rules, and so do I.
This will probably be the first test for a lot of these athletes here. Is this bogey monster? Oh, yeah, and it spins now. Looks like the athletes are only going to be able to grab one side. And you see, there we go already. So, tricky obstacle. I don't exactly know the rules, but I'm guessing we're going down one side here.
I think it's the yellow is in play.
Yeah, and excuse me, those holds are only really made for one hand at a time, but there is nothing stopping an athlete from matching on top of their own hand there. So, you know, if you're not strong enough to do a one-handed, you know, bogey transfer from cliff to cliff, then that is an option. It'll
Yeah,
be really
said
interesting to see.
You can get a birdie.
All right.
Then these discs.
Many ways to do these discs too. This athlete here is electing to go both hands opposite each other, which is totally fine. It helps control that circular motion, but definitely a little bit slower unless you're linking the whole way. Looks like we're swapping out for somebody else here.
The little square is higher. It's, you know, staggered.
Yep, and there's some blockers on the sides there. Platform looked a little small. I see a little wiggle there. And here come the vertical limits. And this is not easy. See a little bit of a grimace, but really strong, really strong.
Then we have the pressure cookers.
Pressure cooker is a great obstacle. You know, because it's traditionally, when you're doing ninja obstacles in the gym, you're not relying on the angle of the obstacle to keep you from falling, right? There is no safety net. See, oh, watch your head, kid. Oh, my goodness. Noel is the ninja. Noel,
The save of the
longtime
century.
ninja. That was great. We caught that, Noel. I saw that.
Yeah,
We all saw that. That was
it's
awesome.
like those videos of like the like fathers catching their kids before they like fall off the couch.
Yep. Well, as you can see, it is a slow and steady obstacle. There's really no way around it unless there's some sort of big lachey you can make. But you got to get to that platform, and it does rely on the physics of the obstacle. And then this last obstacle here, alley-oop, not easy. Getting it into the bear trap is probably the easy part, honestly. I think the hard part is when you realize, oh, I made it. Oh, shoot, I was supposed to hold on. That happens a lot. You get the move up into the bear trap, and then, oops, I forgot I was supposed to hold on. I didn't think I was going to make it. And that's, not something you want to do, but it happens. It happens. But this will be a fun course. I have a feeling that we're going to see it treated like a speed course for a lot of these athletes still because, the obstacles are pretty straightforward, and they only start really getting harder by obstacle 4, maybe 5. Doesn't mean there can't be mistakes before that, and we're definitely trying to limit mistakes here, but hey, anything can happen. And here's our run order, starting with the preteen females. Nala's going to be running first. And we have our 9 females up first, followed by the males. Now, I guess, Kane, the question, I was going to say, Kane, the question becomes, what do you think here? Do you think that our fastest athlete, Kaylee, is going to take the #1 spot in challenge? I mean, she certainly has some advantages here running last, seeing what she has to do and knows exactly what she's going to have to do to take this home.
It's a tough question. I feel like I don't know. There's a couple people I think could take the #1 slot who are definitely more oriented in this kind of course.
All right, can
Obviously,
I get a
there
reset
is
here?
Charlie
Our first
Ferguson.
runner
I
is
think
gonna be ready to go
Nala
in
is a
1
sleeper.
minute.
I think she can make a
1
big
minute.
comeback here.
So that's going to be Nala. So
Obviously,
we're
and
gonna need you to
Anissa,
warm up area.
Truong. But Kaylee definitely is in contention. I think if you can get first place on that placement course, then you got to be pretty good.
Katarina
Oh,
and
yeah.
Dakota.
Yeah, and there are definitely some people here that didn't do as well as they would have hoped for this speed course that still have a shot to make the top 4 for sure. I mean, all these athletes are, incredible athletes, so anything can happen, especially when we have such a small field. We only have 9 females running, so top 4, we're talking pretty much 50% of these females move on to finals, so it's gonna be close. Certainly gonna be close.
All right, let's get this party started. First to the starting block.
Yeah,
let's give it up for
I think
Nala.
it could truly go to anyone. We'll see. I feel like a lot of points on this course could be a source of friction, I mean, as early as the second obstacle, I think could be kind of tough. The bogeys, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Well, we asked in the live stream here, how many clears do you think we'll see on the challenge course? We'd love to hear from you. Do you think there's going to be more than 7, 3 to 6, 1 to 2, or the big 0, the big goose egg? I hope not. I would love to see a few clears here. My prediction, what just happened? I heard the countdown. Oh, it looks like maybe we had the wrong profile, maybe loaded in. I'm not sure. But Nala, a little fake out there, a little icing at the start here. My prediction, I think, this challenge course, let's start with the preteen female. I mean, I think that vertical limit is just tough. It's just tough. And then we got the bear trap at the end. I would be surprised if we see more than 2. But, hey, I love being surprised, and I hope I'm wrong.
I don't know. I'm kind of like an open book at this stage in the game because it's going to be tough. I think that was close.
That was a little close.
I think Nala can really pull ahead here if she can put the pedal to the metal.
You know, there were some 2 close calls there, landing on that platform, and then her second foot on the wall there looked close. Ooh, no feet on the board initially. Kind of belly flopped into it, which works. It's not the most comfortable. Now, remember, viewers
Yeah.
at home, this challenge course format is different than the speed format. So if an athlete were to fall, the clock stops, they do a reset, and the athlete gets to try again. Now, if they fail that obstacle one more time, they are out. But if they clear it, they have another life. Have another life. All making it through here, not needing that restart yet or that retry yet. Looks like she is matching on each one. I said that might happen. That was a
to the warm-up
close
area.
one.
Come on, gotta get out of there.
Gonna have to go to a tricky hold here before getting to the ring. What does she have left in the tank? Ooh.
Staying alive, Nala.
Oh. Man, and that has to zap a ton of energy, right? Obstacle 4, a whole bunch of bogeys, and then we get a little break with obstacle 5 here. But overall, she's got to be very thankful that this is lower body here. Oh, we had a little mistake. So the clock stops. No reset needed. So if she falls again, her run is over. If she's able to clear this, she used that extra life wisely, made the jump. Great job there.
It's close, but Nala not going to have her run end there. Now down to 1:05 going into the disc.
All right, let's see how she decides to do. Is she going to go around the corner? Looks like she wanted to. At this point, yeah, just get your arms wide, redirect. Best way to redirect this is just start your kick. It's really tough to do, but keep those hands wide, get your swing straight by kicking in the direction you want to go. Starting to figure it out now. Running out of time, though. We only have 35 seconds left. Nala's got to pick up the pace here, have a little sense of urgency.
Yeah, you know, this challenge course, it kind of does feel like a speed course because I haven't seen a lot of runs where the time limit doesn't creep in and get in the way.
Yeah, and she's looking like she needs a little rest. And, you know, efficiency is going to be key. Challenge course, speed course, it doesn't matter. She has one more try, and she forgot that she has one more try. Or she's just that gassed.
I think she might call it there. With 6 seconds, it's kind of tough to get through that, but still an impressive first run.
Yeah, really, really great first run. Coach trying to console her a little bit there. Looks like she was a little upset, but she gave it her all. It's always better to, you know, fall on a course because you're just physically exhausted than to make a technical error. So, great run by Nala. Way to start us off here.
That's right. Now we have Araya.
Araya. Let's see it. Coming out of Empire. Home court advantage here.
Absolutely.
Always nice.
Competes on her middle school's track and field cross-country team. Specializes in the hurdles. Well, I know you've been around, you know, the sports scene. You like basketball, stuff like that. I don't think there's any track and field event quite like this.
Yeah, you're right. There isn't a track event like this, but you know what's interesting is a lot of track athletes that come from that sport to Ninja are so exceptional. So there's got to be some sort of crossover. There certainly is a crossover between all sports and Ninja. I mean, Ninja is a foundational sport. It really is. But you know, it's teaching. You can name a sport, and I'll tell you exactly how it relates to Ninja.
Fiona, the warm-up
she's got
area.
a little
Fiona,
issue
the
here.
warm-up area.
Not looking like she wants to commit. Interesting. So I almost have to think back to which foot she was using here, but I think you would want to start with your right foot. You don't want to go left. It looks like she wanted to go left like that, and that's going to be tricky. The only way that's going to work is if she double steps or, like she's doing now, trying to make a longer stride, but when you step righty, it's awkward. Great save, though. Fingertips. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Araya evading disaster keeps her run alive. Let's see if she can carry that momentum through the remainder of obstacle 3. Looks like she will. There you have it.
Now onto the first crux. I have to imagine, even though we've seen nobody fall on it yet. Oh, it looks like we can use both sides. Okay, well, good to know on that. And this isn't a terrible idea. You know, if you don't think you have good bogey strength, one hand, you're just not feeling comfortable, maybe you get sweaty really easily, this is not a bad way to do this.
It's going to be really awkward getting to that nunchuck, though.
It is. She can match on one hand and kind of lock off and pull down. Yeah, you were right there. It's going to be interesting to see what coach says. Is he going to suggest doing it a different way or match on that last one to come down, which does take a little more energy, but you are kind of saving some of that lock-off strength by doing it this way. You kind of just engage both hands at the same time and make sure you don't miss. Because right now, she's getting a nice rest in her biceps. Her grip is getting some more work, but the biceps, they're just taking a break right now. So this is the time right here, right on this next move. Get two hands on one. Oh, she's going to go for it. Oh, it's just such a hard move.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the play. That's such a large jolt on your hands that I'm not sure many can take. I'm sure some can, obviously, but it's a way harder move than I'm sure just offloading the force.
Let's get Kaylee to the
swapping
warm-up
over
area.
to one side. I don't know.
To the warm-up area.
Makes me wonder if she could have just skipped directly to the ring hanging on the truss there. That nunchuck might have been just in the way, though. But either way, Charlie up next here. Making her way up the first obstacle over to the rings. Nice little bumps. Let's see which foot she uses to start here. You know, I might be mistaken. Obviously, left foot easier to start with. But, you know, there's a saying in rock climbing. You know, start hard, finish easy. And when you kind of tie knots. And so you make it difficult to start, but it actually makes the finish a little easier when you're untying things. So, it's hard it's hard to say which is the easier way to do it with that foot there. I'll tell you this, though, belly flopping the board, which we've seen a few people do so far, maybe not the most elegant, but it seems to be working. Maybe it's a little less to think about. You just say, hey, I'm going to throw my hands at this board and whatever happens, happens. But, you know, it's almost like a surprising impact.
Yeah, it does seem a little painful. She might be feeling that in the morning.
Yeah. But, hey, Charlie, putting together a good run so far. Not a lot of places she could have gone faster. Let's see what she decides to do here.
Ooh, okay. Going for the bogeys.
There's a lot more. Oh, yeah, okay. So I have to imagine, because she had such a difficult time doing that the first two moves there. Yeah, there's a little replay. First two moves, we're probably going to go back to what we just saw Aria do. Was it Aria? Aria. I keep saying it wrong.
Araya, I think. I don't know.
Araya, there we go. Yep, we're doing the Araya tech here. Let's see if we could see some of the Joe Morosky tech where we match on one side here, or Lachey to the ring, but I just think that nunchuck's probably in the way.
If only we could, if only they could hear us, we'd be like beta spraying so hard, though. Oh, no. Yeah, that's a tough move to make.
So this is where the athletes really need to focus. They need to say to themselves, and the coaches need to be telling their athletes, hey, first of all, are you strong enough to make that bogey move?
All right, let's get Cooper.
If the answer is yes, then okay, let's just do it the regular
Cooper
way, the way the demo intended it and the course designer intended it. Although it looks like the course designer intended it to be done both ways, which is great. But you have to recognize the issues and you have to make those corrections. I think that's what we have to see here. So I know somebody's going to be breaking through on this obstacle. Nala, the only one that's been able to get through so far. Francis, that was really smooth.
Yeah, I think Francis could do something really special here if we can just get her to that point. It's been
yeah, you know, that ring... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Has been training since 2019, so definitely seasoned, you know?
Oh, yeah. gonna say the more people I watch on the rock wall there, the more I realize that I don't think foot placement. I think foot placement's almost more important than which foot, because that ring is pretty close for most of the athletes. There are a few shorter ones like we saw earlier, but overall, I think as long as you don't miss your foot, you're gonna make it there. Here we go.
Ooh.
So France is doing some lock-offs. This is a lot more taxing on the biceps to kind of pull, reach. That's so hard.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a lot to ask out of our athletes to do that kind of move. That's something I'd expect out of the elite division, to tell you the truth.
Hey, speak for yourself. I can't do that. No. Yeah, these ladies, this is tough. I wonder how big those bogeys are. If they're just big enough to be able to monkey bar, I think you're better off almost swinging through instead of locking off, because having Frances do a pull-up on every single move, watch, she's going to be thinking about doing another pull-up here. She's going to match. Oh, so there we go. That's exactly what I was suggesting, is maybe instead of doing a pull-up, we use more of the swing to get there, which it looks like she's figuring it out.
Ooh, okay. Getting somewhere.
Wow, great job with Frances's breakthrough on that bogey obstacle. Giving a little hope to the athletes.
Yeah, how about it?
What? Looking at the ref like she's unsure. But still in.
Yep,
Making
pretty
it
close.
through.
Pretty close to the floor, but evades any sort of retry. She's doing great here.
All right, so correct me if I'm wrong, Kane, but retries are irrelevant in the overall standing, correct? So even though Frances has not used, she used one retry, I'm sorry. So if she had not used a retry so far and Nala had, it would be irrelevant, still based on their time, correct?
Yes.
All right, so it's almost like you can take a fail strategically in some spots, which I'm curious if we'll see any athletes need to do that. Maybe not today, but throughout the course of the rest of the weekend. But Frances giving it her all here with 17 seconds, just has to make 2 more moves and the dismount.
Ooh, that
You hear that
edge
10-second
is
countdown.
hanging off. It might be trouble.
Ooh.
Oh!
She's going to get it. Gets the point with 2 seconds left.
Oh my gosh! How did she hang on for even a brief
Wow.
moment? That was crazy. And
Well, Frances with a really great run. Had to make a lot of corrections on the fly there, but was able to pull it off. Look at that 2 to 1 finger save on the second to last bogey. I didn't even see that the first time.
oh yeah, I saw it. It was a little scary. That's kind of the price of going straight armed instead of locking off, is that
It is.
it makes the reach so much harder. So
Wow, that was a fun one to watch.
between all the different ways you can go about that obstacle, there's upsides and downsides, clearly. There's not one way that is 100% the best idea. Okay, here we have Katerina.
Katarina, I think, is one of the taller athletes that we're going to see today.
That's what it's looking like, yes.
And she has been to my gym in Stanford. Yeah, you can see she pretty much almost hits her head on the ring there. So I have to imagine she's going to have a little bit of an easier time on some of these obstacles, but at the same time has to recognize that she needs to keep her feet off the ground, right? There's always advantages and disadvantages of being tall and short. But here's one of those things where having a longer reach might actually help a little bit. I wonder if we see some skip moves, actually. I can't imagine we will, but I'm sure it's crossing their minds in some of these athletes' minds. All right, she's kind of treating this just like a cliffhanger, a whole bunch of cliffhanger moves, which is not easy because, like I said, taller athlete generally will mean your hands are going to be a little bit bigger as well. Not a lot of room, but making it work.
Ooh, okay. Looking good. Oh, gotta. I think she's like yanking it down to kind of reduce, the time that it takes. Keep it
Yeah,
as
and that
static as
was
possible.
a really good idea. Being able to keep her body facing one way kind of takes some of the stress off the core a little bit as well. Because when you're constantly twisting, it definitely isn't that easy to maintain, the endurance that you need. But here we go. Minute 15 seconds left. She is literally flying through this course. She's so comfortable in these obstacles. This one, though, no matter how experienced you are, if you get stuck on it, it is not fun to try to correct. So thankfully, she didn't have too much spin here.
Oh, okay. Swing it out. Katarina, 10 seconds ahead of the curve.
Kind of surprised it's only 10 seconds. It feels like she's actually going pretty quick. I thought it was more like 20, but it looks like it's going to come down to this here. How quickly can she get through this obstacle? Hurricanes.
Yeah, and if she can get this faster than Francis, might be able to secure herself a spot. It's a lot to ask.
Oh, she's hanging on the edge.
Oh my
wow,
gosh.
she didn't move on that. It was over. I wonder if she recognized that she was literally about to fall. She got 3 seconds. She's just going for a huge skip move. All right, well, she has her retry, but with 2 seconds left, she's going to elect to just call it there. But what a great run out of Katarina.
Vincent to the warm-up area. Vincent to the
4
warm-up
seconds
area.
faster than the previous first place, putting her in the #1 spot for the preteen females.
Yeah, and honestly, that is good news in regards to, whether she can make it to the finals.
Yeah, that's really great news. What do we have? We have
4.
4 more. So we really just, speaking of Katarina, we need just one person to not beat her time, and she's moving on.
But Dakota, just as the rest of our athletes, wants that spot. As a twin brother that loves Ninja as much as she does, loves everything about the community, is a girl troop in the Boy Scouts, and would like to thank all her teammates, coaches, family. So yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Getting a little held up on the board here. I wonder what happened. I think she was trying to hold on to the obstacle behind her. I couldn't really see. Sometimes you just got to commit and just let it go. Let it go, let it flow.
Yep, Dakota. Something to note, coming in from MLab, New Jersey, very iconic gym to the history of this league.
Yeah, MLab, one of the founding gyms of Ninja in the country. I believe Chris Wilczewski was one of the people involved with that gym, if I'm not mistaken, who is now running this World Ninja League.
Of course, but how's she going to handle this? Oh, getting a lot of swing. Is she going for the skip?
She went for it.
So close.
That is a tough move. It is possible. We just saw it's possible. I wonder if that nunchuck hit her in the face or if it was the shoulder, because something hit. And, to not have the angle, the camera angle to see kind of where she needs to go, I would almost suggest, because it has that strap holding it from the top, but also from the right, it almost looks like you want to kind of smack it to the right as you go. But, Dakota being one of the final 4 athletes here, all these athletes are statistically faster than the one previous. So it's not going to get easier from here. Dakota needs to get this clear here if she wants to move on. or at least have a chance to move on to the finals.
That's true. She is in 4th place, but you logistically you don't want to sit on the bubble.
No.
And she's aware of that.
That was great. Good corrections being made there. Definitely got to keep moving, though. This is a lower body obstacle. She needs to recognize she's got to go. Lower body is the upper body rest. I know you're using a little bit here to hug the pole, but as long as that foot placement's good, keeps it together.
Oh, that was close.
That was really close. It's such a misleading obstacle. People think that they need to jump and they got to catch the bar or they got to catch the truss. So that's not really the case. What they need to be focusing on is the foot placement. They don't even need the truss if their foot placement's good. They'll just bump into it and move on. But she's got to move here. Dakota's got to get through this, like, now. Right now. We got to see some lengths. We got 8 seconds left.
I don't even know if she can bump
Come on.
ahead of
5,
Nala.
3. Just got to go. Just chuck it. There's that that dead spin right there. It's such a tough obstacle. A really good run.
Anthony to the warm-up area.
Yeah, great showing there. I mean, really left it all on the course in the grand scheme of things. But what that means is that Katarina is guaranteed a slot in the Premier Series finals, no matter what happens.
Oh, yeah. There you have it. You're right. No matter what happens, we're seeing Katarina in the finals.
Now, someone who I think could definitely lock in a spot is Ananisa Truong. More than capable of it. And if she beats the Canes faster than Francis, well, she'll be going to the Premier Series finals. So, you know, that's the kind of pace you got to put up.
Yeah, and this is the advantage to running near the end. You know exactly what you need to do and how quickly you need to do it. And so that's where the risk on the speed course really matters. And if you trust your skill on a challenge course, then by all means, do what you got to do on the speed course just to make it to the final. But, at the end of the day, placement in that placement course is huge. And so here we are watching one of our final runners really just cooking on the course. Like we're at 2 minutes left and we're on obstacle number 5.
Honestly, I think she could take first. She could take first.
That was beautiful. That was exactly what I was talking about. Perfect foot placement. Didn't even really need the upper body.
Honestly, if you were just watching this run, you would barely even be able to tell that moved. Ooh, we're seeing some statics. Nice to see.
She has some shorter arms too, so I'm actually kind of surprised we didn't see more of that. But at the same time, being on those obstacles before, those discs, they're not easy, and to control it like that is not. Oh, look at the length. There's some confidence.
Oh no! Oh my gosh.
Well, we get our retry. NinjaWorks clock didn't stop on our end here. Now it's frozen, so I'm not sure what's going on with the clock.
Oh, it's close! It's close!
Wow!
Oh my gosh. That was scary.
All right, so yeah, our clock is off a little on screen here. It's about a 10-second difference. So she's really got 54 seconds left. You can see it in the back. I'm not sure exactly where the discrepancy is, but that's okay. Really strong on these VLs.
Gotta keep the 90 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
This makes me feel so weak. I am weak. She is not. That's some girl power right there.
Okay, let's see here. Ananisa.
Hanging on the edge. She needs to be gentle. Gotta do a little shoulder shrug. Oh, this is gonna be so hard. Correct that right hand. The second she releases that pressure, it's going to slip right off. Yep.
Makes it a little easier to release it, but...
Final 10 seconds.
Great danger.
You almost go for the lache at this point. You got to just bail and go. Go! Oh, no! I tell my students, when you hear that 10-second countdown, 10 seconds is a lot of time. And I love how she stayed calm and composed. But 2 seconds, not a lot of time. So you got to make a move. If you haven't made it in the first 10 or the first 8, those final 2 seconds, you got to make that move, whether it's going right or wrong, because you're either going to time out or you're going to clear or you're going to fail trying. And you might as well fail trying if you're not going to have the ability to make that move. And she did make the move, but just ran out of time. But that was a great run. That puts her in, I believe, was that first place, right?
Yeah, first person to beat
Oh, yeah,
the
of course.
vertical
She was
limit.
the first person to beat the VL, of course. All right, Fiona.
All right, well, she would actually, she would have to beat her sister to be guaranteed a slot. So that's kind of unfortunate.
Wow. Yep. Well, I'm sure they're very used to competition between each other.
Yeah, par for the course.
It would be nice to see them both going on. I know Mom and Dad would like that. All right, let's see it, Fiona. She's looking really strong.
Fiona up and over. Of course, this is the second to last runner in the female division. It's just Fiona and then Kaylee.
All right.
So it's getting kind of down to the wire.
Yeah, we're getting real close here. Fiona about 2 seconds behind the previous pace to this point.
Man, that was
based on what we see here.
That lily pad almost rejected her.
Yeah, she spent a lot of time on it now, so now she's about 8 seconds behind pace. But this is pretty smooth here. That was one of the smoothest we've seen. Made up a lot of time there. It went from 8 over to 2 over, about 3 seconds over.
Now pushes herself onto the bubble.
All right, Nala unfortunately did just get bumped out. Fiona makes top 4 with that completion with her sister Frances. If she beats this one in the next few seconds, she might have a chance to pass her sister, but it looks like she is just going to miss out on that.
No, she's good.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I totally misread that. She did just pass, and now she's chasing number 1.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
She's flying.
I mean, listen, these kids are incredible.
Oh!
Oh my gosh, just a little too much pull.
The hands getting ripped off, and that's kind of the double-edged sword to the retry system. If you fall near the end of an obstacle, you have to do it again, and on an obstacle like this, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and hopefully she's breathing. I see those lips close. We got to be taking big breaths on this. Man, to do it 2 times and still have the energy. She's got to move now. She has a chance. This could come down to just going for the lâché here. We have 8 seconds. Oh no! All right, hey, honestly, not a bad fall. You get to regroup. Ref has to take the obstacle, put it back. But you gotta go. You gotta place and go. You just gotta go. Send it.
No hustle, and that's going to do it for Fiona's run. But still, the second to beat the vertical limit. An impressive showing. Look at that jump.
He's after Kaylee. He's after Kaylee.
All right, well, that brings us to our final runner.
To the warm-up area. Joseph coming to the warm-up area.
For the preteen females, before we see the males take the course, we have Kaylee coming up next here. And I guess it comes down to this, right? Are we going to see the sisters move on to the finals? Is Kaylee going to bump one of them out? Is Katarina going to be able to hold on? Or Ananisa going to hold on? It's exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot at play here. Is Fiona going to stand alone at the... I don't think so. They're probably both going to compete at a couple more competitions. I saw them at Modus last year, but Anywho,
I'm sure.
What is it?
Well,
What is?
Kaylee was the fastest in the placement course, and she's showing everyone why here. Continuing keeping that good pace that she had. And it's just not just about pace, you know, it's about confidence, it's about breathing, and it's about just staying efficient. You know, every move of her hips, she's moving her hands for the most part. Looks like she's slowed up a little, but a little more on that last move, which is good. The efficiency is what keeps our body from falling on those later obstacles.
oh yeah,
That
definitely. Because
might be the fastest runner to obstacle 5.
yep, it is.
Yeah.
Which important to point out is that every bit of stamina drain you have on every obstacle, it does definitely add up. Same with the time.
Oh, nice link. Yeah, Kaylee, and you're correct, Kane. You know, having that efficiency, it's huge. Kaylee, I mean, showing maybe some of the most confidence out of everybody so far, and it certainly helps. You know, when you place first in the placement, you got to feel good about that.
Does have to beat this though.
Ooh, landed on top there a little bit.
If she beats this, basically guaranteed. There we go.
And there it is. We have our top 4. Question is, where is Kaylee going to place in this? She's got a minute left. She's taking a little break. This is where that strategic fall could almost help. Not so much on the vertical limit one, but on the next obstacle. If she can get through this and she needs a little more rest. Yes, it's risky, of course, because that means now if you intentionally take a fall and you got to reset an obstacle, it's like, all right, well, what if you fall again? That didn't work out very well. But at the same time, there is a place and a time where maybe intentional falls give you a little more rest. But seeing as how she just took first place, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, she's won the competition. Let's see how far she can really go, though. She's nearing the end. We might see.
I know. I want to see it. I want to see this full clear.
She's got to get off sooner rather than later, though.
She's got to trust it. She's got to trust it. She doesn't trust the pressure cooker, and that's the problem. If she just hangs on that front arm, it's not going to go anywhere. She's got to go, though. Don't take the backswing. The backswing is the scary part.
Oh, no! Almost spills over.
4, 3. Come on.
No! Ah. Well, I don't think she'll be that upset about that. She just won the competition, but it's a little bit of a bummer. We were so close.
That was so much fun. What a way to wrap up the preteen females here. Unfortunately, no clears, but we were close. Came down to time and just managing that clock, but maybe ultimately beating that vertical limit.
Yeah, that obstacle is really tough. But yeah, we have our top 4.
All right, Kaylee coming in number 1 in the challenge course. And Anissa, second place, getting 8 obstacles under her belt. Also, 8 obstacles. Fiona, third place. And then rounding out the top 4, Katarina with a time of 2:52 for 7 obstacles. Great job, ladies.
Absolutely. But there's still a lot more where that came from. We have, I believe, 13 athletes ahead in the preteen male division. So surely there we will see our first finisher break through. Let's see if our athletes have what it takes to go through the motions and take it down.
Well, Cooper's going to be starting us off here. And even though he's running first, he did get to see a lot of the females run. I'm sure you watched all of them during his second warm-up. And I'm sure what's running through his mind is vertical limit, vertical limit, vertical limit. Can he do it? If he can, then it really comes down to just keeping everything else smooth. I mean, I should backtrack and say maybe vertical limit is not the first thing he's talking about. The first thing he should be talking about and thinking about is that very first obstacle. As you progress through these obstacles, you definitely want to stay in the moment, but at the same time, got to know what you got to do, and we're about to see what Cooper can do right here.
Yep, Cooper. We just saw Dakota run earlier.
Yeah.
She's actually getting a rerun, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I guess Dakota, there was a ring that was not reset, so according to the rules, Dakota will be getting a rerun. We'll see that a little bit later.
Ooh, standing straight up.
Hmm.
I mean, it's something.
Looking for the dismount? Okay, just lining up. Okay, maybe thought about the dismount initially there. All right, what do we do? Are we going to match? Okay. Going for the laches. I don't know if we've seen anybody get to the last bogey board here and match on one side. Have we seen that yet, Kane? Or have they just lached to the nunchuck? Or the ring?
We saw one attempt at the ring skip, and I think we're about to see it now. Oh my gosh!
Well, that kind of changes things.
That I didn't see that one coming. And Cooper, what is he doing? This is crazy.
Cooper's making me rethink this whole course.
Cooper, I would say it's reckless endangerment, but his run is not in any sort of danger by the looks of it.
I'm about to take some notes for my run tomorrow from Cooper here. Thank you, Cooper. And this is, honestly, this is the value of watching your fellow athletes run, right? If there was somebody in the warm-up area that didn't see some of those skip moves, they just missed out on some incredible beta, or what we like to call beta, right? The way to do the obstacle. You miss out on that beta, and that's critical because that was a 3-move. He essentially skipped 3 moves, right? The lache down to the nunchuck, the lache to the ring, well, 2 moves, and then the lache to the platform, right? He skips 2 moves, and honestly, it almost looked a heck of a lot easier, even though he had to get a lot more swing. So I don't really see a reason for athletes from here on out to be not doing that, right?
Yeah, lines up. Cooper onto the vertical limit. Now this is going to be hard, but maybe Cooper has what it takes.
Cooper is all smiles. It looked like he was just smiling at the camera, waving. I'm not sure if it was to the camera or not, but it looked like it. Maybe saying hi to family at home. Oh, taking a fall there.
Yeah, taking notes from his coach, Clint Sarian, Smiling Ninja.
All right, 6 seconds. Our clock on the screen here is a little off. 3, 2, and there's that double fall. But great run out of Cooper. First runner for the boys here. Had some really great ideas, put them to use, wasn't afraid to do it. I mean, that's what Ninja's all about, right? It's overcoming the fear of doing something that no one else has done. And look at that skip move. That was not easy. And the skip on the lily pads you just saw there. I mean, he had some really cool moments. I love that run.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great run. Sets the standard going forward.
Yeah, I guess the question becomes, what are the athletes going to do now? And for Matthew, he probably has the hardest job, and that is running next. Because when you see somebody make big leaps like this, it changes it gives you the opportunity, really, to change your game plan. And that's always, for me, so difficult to do when you're about to run, right? Because as an athlete, you want to have your run mapped out and planned out before you step on the starting block. But to have these changes get thrown at you as you're on the starting block, what do? Do you wait until you're there and size it up? I think the answer is probably yes. Especially for the skip move. Oh my gosh. One-handed save. He was shocked. He has mouth wide open.
Yeah, but now he's got to get his game face on. Climbing up, he's almost headbutting the camera.
Don't do that, Matthew.
Well, nonetheless, Matthew looking at the bogeys.
All right. Taking a lot of swings here. It should really just be forward swing, back swing, go. Make the catch. Establish. Oh, no! He missed the left hand.
Yeah, that's it's hard to catch evenly. If your grip is ever so off, it can just tip like that.
Yep. I like this obstacle, though. It's fun. There we go. A little more urgency in his swing now, you see? Oh, no. That is so frustrating. He looked so good. He had a great pace. But hey, keep your chin up, Matthew. That was a really good run. Mistakes are going to happen.
Dang, that's rough. But yeah, I'm sure it's something he can learn from. I mean, this isn't his first rodeo.
All right, here's the run order for the remainder of the athletes today. We do have the
Alfio to the
rerun Dakota in here. So Vincent's going to go next, and then we have a rerun for Dakota. Now, Dakota's actually, it's going to be interesting to see, because when you get a rerun on a challenge course, yes, you're a little more tired, but you just touched all the obstacles up until that point, up until where the mistake was caught. So, ooh, Vincent using no legs. Not sure if that is the most efficient. It certainly is the fastest. And this course is not, I mean, super upper body intensive. Sure, it is, making these athletes work hard, but out of all the courses they've probably seen, this is probably not the most physically taxing. Although if you're doing something like that where you're slamming your body, Vincent, it's not going to help, bud. Use those feet. There we go. I love the pace, though. The pace is good. And if we're looking for top 4, we're not necessarily looking for a clear just yet. Can't say it's going to be the same when we get to the end of all our runners. But
the Vinja, he says his height is 12'6", so he should be good with the wingspan. No.
Something tells me there's a little typo there. 12'6". All right, well, Vincent, try number 2. He's got to get through this obstacle if he wants to survive. And I don't like what I'm seeing right now. He looked a little desperate grabbing the side. Oh, man, this is going to be tough.
This is going to be a hard-fought battle.
I mean, listen, he looked a little better on that last one. I am shocked he's still hanging on to this thing. He's one move away. Come on.
Oh, I mean, at this point, you got to get it.
You could have gave me... I'm just shocked. Vincent, that was a fight, buddy. That was incredible. I thought he was done. You give me 10 guesses after his first attempt there, I would have probably said, I don't think he's making it. And he just proved me wrong. That was a really gritty, well-fought obstacle there. He wanted it, and he's still in the competition. He still has one more fail to give. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep, looking
He's
good.
got to be feeling it after that one, though.
Yeah. I can't imagine what that would have done to your grip.
And now he's got to work the core a little bit to straighten out his swing. Good job. Vincent continuing.
Yep, the Vinja.
The
Looking
Vinja.
at- This is going to be hard, though. I don't think he's going to catch Cooper. Oh, not there either. It's okay. Can go back for seconds.
Yep. No more fails to give, though. So, if he falls, I was going to say, that would be that.
Commentator's
great run.
curse.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got to keep my mouth shut sometimes.
AJ to the wound.
You know what, though?
AJ to the
I
wound
think
area.
you should be happy that he made it past this, because that was...
He avoided disaster. All right, looks like we are not going to see Dakota, according to the run order we were going to, but it looks like Anthony is going to go next, and then I see Dakota next, but Who knows at this point? We'll see Dakota when we see Dakota.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna give her a little bit of time to rest.
Yeah, maybe that's part of the plan there. Either way, Anthony, I thought the previous Ninja was moving quick, but Anthony moving even quicker here, and that would make sense. You know, as the more runners we see here in the preteen males, the faster they statistically are based on their placement. So we're going to continue to see this speed, I'm sure.
You know, something to note is that Anthony likes playing soccer, and I feel like that's got to come in somewhere.
Oh yeah, Anthony being a soccer player, I mean that hand, eye, or in this case, foot-eye coordination, that was great. Yeah, there you go. Going for the skip.
He makes
Hits
it.
the left arm. Hits the left arm, and that nunchuck didn't seem to phase him. But that definitely looks like the beta. Oh, did he save it? Looks good. Ref didn't call him out.
That
obviously
was,
not ideal.
Man, massive save there. He's playing with house money after that.
Ooh, that was a big jump. Anthony, one of our smaller athletes, so he's got to work a little harder to get up to that bar. Looks like he was going to set for the link, and that could be trouble. He needs to regrip. There we go. If you don't make that initial link, you got to just kind of bail on the idea of staying on the outside of those and just grab one hand on each side. Doing really well. He's 26 seconds ahead of the pace, which is pretty crazy. Throwing those links in will do that for you. There's another one right there. He's flying right now. That puts him well ahead of the other athletes.
Yep, Cooper's time has been crushed. 47-second lead.
Sorry, Cooper. Anthony is cooking right now and looks like he's going to clear the VL as well. We're getting close to the end here. See if his shorter arms can get there. It's probably the hardest part of this obstacle. I have been on pressure cooker in the gym and on the show, and if you don't have the wingspan, it gets really, really awkward. But I think what's more awkward is having to trust it. Just got to trust it. Stay on his back. And watch your head.
Oh!
All right, well, that's interesting. For an obstacle that looks kind of simple, it is not. It is not simple. Got to keep those hands as high up on those bars as possible if you really want to feel comfortable. I wouldn't even put my hand close to the wood. I'd stay as far away as I can and just put my weight on it. He's having trouble. Oh, no! And that's a double fail.
Oh, that's
No
a
way.
shame.
Yeah, according to the rules, once you touch the obstacle, you've engaged it, and if you fall off the platform, even if you didn't start,
to the warm-up area.
That's it.
Joseph to the warm-up area.
Man,
Look at that save. It could not have gotten any closer.
really good save there.
Great run, though, out of Anthony.
All right, well, here is our run order. Dakota once again in spot number 1. So we will just see when that changes, but it looks like we're going to do a quick camera battery changeover real quick as we get Michael up to the starting platform. We have just a couple more people till we can figure out who our top 4 are going to be. And it's just going to keep getting faster and faster from here. Michael, set to go. Here we go.
Michael Lysenko.
Bumping through on the rings. Looking really confident and smooth. I'm still waiting for somebody to kind of just run right into that rock wall. There's no need to stop. There's really no need. Just run and go. Just trust those feet. The quicker the feet, the easier it's going to be. If you're trying to go real slow, not ideal.
Oh, kicks that door, hopefully.
All right,
Oh, okay.
where is he trying to go here? He's getting a huge swing. All right. Just didn't feel comfortable with it, but fixed the issue. Nice backswing. Transfer the weight. That looked really good. That was really good. Here we go. Crux point number 1. I love the link, though, right off the start. That's always good. Shows a lot of confidence. More links. Just using the hips. Kind of turboing through. I'm sure we're going to just continue to see skip moves here, but let's see. Yeah, it looked like his eyes drifted down, but he's looking up, which almost makes me think he's going to try to match. Yeah, he is.
Ooh.
Oh, changing the plan? See, this is the problem that I was saying before. Sometimes you see somebody do something, you're like, wait, should I do it too? Here's the problem. That landing platform is a little to the right. So you have to time that swing. If that swing is a little... Oh, he just couldn't make up his mind. So he's got so many things in his head right now. Do I go and match on that last bogey? Do I lâché to the platform? Do I lâché to the ring? Do I lâché to the nunchuck? And that's so challenging to make up your mind sometimes. Because if you're able to do all three, what do you choose? That lâché, maybe it's a little too far or a little too offset for him to feel real comfortable to do that. But I still think that's what he's got to do. I think you generate that big backswing and then offset it a little to his left and then throw right.
Oh,
he hit his head. Is he okay?
Got bopped on the head. I think he's all right, but
Tough kid. Tough kid.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes along the way you get roughed up a little bit by the course and the elements that lay wake, but...
Well, he looked okay, and that was a good run. That was a good run.
Yeah, it's just...
Decisive.
On that obstacle, you really got to make up your mind, because there's so many different ways you can tackle it.
Every time we see the next runner, I think, wow, that's got to be the fastest somebody's going to do that obstacle.
Lucas,
the next
Lucas,
runner
you can warm
comes,
up,
and, like,
and
oh,
Will. Lucas
mind.
and Will, you can warm up.
Joseph just coming in and tearing through the first obstacle. Takes a little longer on the second one than other athletes, so that puts him less than a second behind pace, but still looking really good. Let's see where he ends up after obstacle 3 here.
Yeah, I think he's about neck and neck if he can keep this up.
Yeah, pretty close. A little shorter, so I'm going to have to jump up there. Kind of treating this like a flying bar. Like, oh, no!
Oh, too far forward.
See, that's the problem with throwing your hips forward. So if you watch, let's see if he does it again. When he goes to make the lâché, he's going hips. That one was good. See how he went hips forward, but feet went back? Watch, feet go back behind him. That can be tricky because it kind of doesn't give you a lot of time for corrections. But if you throw your hips up, feet up, like that one, feet up, hips up, that gives you just a hair more time in the air. And so, okay, we're going for the match.
The little inverter technique.
It just doesn't look like people are feeling comfortable with that.
Yeah, it's a super wide grip, and making little moves like that is tough. Oh!
Did he make it?
No!
Oh, no!
Oh, that's a shame.
That was such a good run. A lot of surprises here in the back half of our males.
Or we
People
actually
that did really well in placement. Oh, is this Dakota?
we're getting Dakota.
We're getting Dakota. I just had to stop talking about it for it to happen. Look at that.
How about it? Oh yeah, I just noticed the Daniel Gill shirt as well. King
Daniel
Ninja.
Gill, a legend. I won't take offense. Joe Moravsky shirts are available online. Daniel's all right. Daniel's all right. No, Daniel is incredible, and I should be wearing his shirt right now, but I am not. Still love you, Daniel. All right, Dakota.
Yeah, you're wearing
Got
the
some work to
Kane.
do here.
You're wearing the Kane Malden shirt available now.
Yeah. So
I get
Dakota
it.
only. I don't know which ring wasn't reset in her initial run. Do you know which ring was, like, how far did she get on the course before they realized?
I believe she failed the discs.
Okay, so she knows what she is up against with this obstacle, and that's kind of the point of my question, right? Because to have experience on this obstacle, to see what the males have done, maybe, well, at this point, since she's doing it on one side, chances are she's not going to go for the skip. Probably going to go right to this nunchuck here.
I mean, I don't blame her. That's a tough move, especially if you're not really going for it until a minute before your run.
And I'm actually almost surprised we don't see some of the males doing what Dakota just did. You know, that was quick, efficient. It kind of sets you up to go right to the nunchuck. Is it the fastest? You know what? maybe not. Could it be the fastest? Maybe it could. So it's not a bad technique. I think it was a really, she did a really good job there. And she's back to these discs. Better time than last time.
Is it possible that Dakota could bump into the top 4?
Oh, man. Katarina, her emotions going from, yes, I did it, to, wait, I'm on the bubble? That's never fun. Never fun. And you hate rooting against your friend. This is like one of those rare times where you almost, as Katarina, would probably still be rooting for her, of course, but at the same time, if she falls, it's like the only time you celebrate is when you're on the bubble. And nobody wants to see Dakota fall here, so let's go, Dakota. Come on.
Wow, a 180, taking a page out of your book on the cliffhanger.
Oh, no! Oh. All right. Well, hey, she had a fail. She's got to make some corrections here. I would probably tell her, if I was coach, to just stick to treating it like a traditional lache. Don't go to the outsides. Keep your hands wide. But she's got to go. She's got she has to have a clock in her head. She's got to look up at the time. She's still sticking down the middle, and that's going to just eat up time. I don't think she's going to be able to do it here.
Yeah, I think time catching up to her, the time demon, so to speak. Tired. Yeah, she spent a lot of time on those discs.
And I wonder if she recovered enough from her first run. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe that's why she got bumped back more and more in the run order. Maybe she just kind of flash pumped and never was able to recover. But either way, running the course twice with reruns in the middle of their course runs, that's a lot of climbing. So hats off to Dakota, and congrats to our top 4. That top 4 remains the same, I think. And we're going to head back over to the males.
Charles Graham out of Empire Ninja. A little bit of home field representation here. Hopefully he's not feeling too ice.
Mm-hmm. So we had twin sisters, and Charles, if I'm not mistaken here, is actually a twin. Does he have a twin? Am I reading this right? I think he does. Unless I was looking at the wrong one here. I think I was looking at the wrong one. But Charles, either way, from Monroe, New York. I'm from Monroe, Connecticut, so we got a little something in common there.
Ooh,
pretty much neighbors.
Look at that. 0.1 seconds ahead.
All right, so he's moving pretty good. He's doing it what I think is the intended beta, but might be one of the harder ways. I love that one-arm pull through there. That was really confident. Another one right there, just super calm and confident on his fingers. See how he handles the lily pads here. Coach yelling at him to hug the truss. Charles Graham just relying on his foot placement there. Getting a little chalk.
Oh, would you look at that? Still in the green.
All right, he's going to kick and go. Right around the outside.
Ooh.
Nice. Really well done.
Could have done it much better than that.
Yeah, that was great.
Now, trying to get this over the block.
All right. Charles, that moves him into second place. Minute and 10 seconds left. He's about less than a quarter of a second behind first place pace of Anthony. See what he has. I mean, he looks really strong on the vertical limits like it's nothing.
Ooh.
He's like, is this even an obstacle? Look at him. He's not even breathing hard.
First place.
First place. Gets it by 2.5, 3 seconds. Question is, are we going to see our first clear in the preteen division? If he can get this pressure cooker, looks like he's going to... Okay, it looked like he might go backwards, which would work. And if he's going to go for a skip, might not be a bad idea, but... Oh! Man, it's so tough. See, that doesn't help the confidence right there, because he's already just unsure of that obstacle and how it works. But you have to see what his coach is doing, which is you got to lean into it and go straight down before you're making the move. Just lean into it. No, he's trying to put... Oh, man. So close. He was trying to make the move, almost like he was pulling through on those bogeys. But
Yeah,
that's
Charles,
not how you got to do that.
Getting denied on the pressure cookers. And yeah, I do feel like when you are maneuvering an object and then it suddenly falls, it completely discombobulates
Yep.
what you were expecting.
Absolutely.
But still, I mean, first place with 6 runners left is, it's not horrible.
Yeah, that's right, Kane. And we have 6 runners to go, or 7 runners to go. Well, actually, now that Charles is done, we have 6
Yeah.
runners to go. Hunter, and then Alfio and AJ. We have Joseph, Lucas, and then rounding up the preteen males, we have Will Vaz.
And surely I think we're gonna
Hunter.
Surely I think we're gonna see someone get through this. I mean, Charles, I think, was looking super strong, and then the pressure cooker just made mincemeat out of him.
Yeah, I can say from experience that these last 6 are tremendous athletes. So I really do think we'll see it clear at some point. It'll take some weird things for us not to see it clear. But somebody's going to break through. I have a really good feeling here. And the question now becomes: is it Hunter? Is Hunter going to be the one? But it looks like he should be. Ooh, the right hand. Got to be close. Got to be careful. It's a close one.
Yep, eyeing
Hunter.
up that big skip. Hunter, yes!
If you could see my face, I'm just shaking my head in disgust because that was disgustingly good.
Oh my gosh! That went completely 90 degrees.
Thank God he had his hands on the pillar.
Yeah, standing on that lily pad like a mountain goat on a wall.
Well, Hunter's just making such short work of this course right now. His time is 4 seconds ahead of Charles, and we have just a few obstacles left. Judging by what I've seen so far, I can't imagine we won't see a few more links here. There's one. Maybe a little backswing link. Yep, and there it goes. Very nice. Not even breathing hard. Doesn't even need to rest, it looks like. He's just on to the next. Kind of second-guessing it, though. Those vertical limits are roughly a centimeter. So we're talking less than half an inch. So for the viewers at home, less than a half an inch. We're talking about half of that first digit on your finger. Hunter looking at his coach, smiling. I wonder what they just said. I wonder if coach was like, yeah, that's a little harder than we thought, buddy, huh? It's
the vertical
tricky.
limit?
Oh, no!
Man. Yeah, it's tough. It asks a lot out of our athletes. You got to pinch it, and your fingers almost go into a crimp-like grip. For reference, that's when your fingers kind of bend in, and you pull your thumb over it. It's what climbers use to grab onto small ledges. But oh man, yeah, that vertical limit, it separates the men from the boys.
Oh yeah. Well, Alfio up next. Alfio, I've had the honor and privilege of coaching him. He's from one of our sister gyms out in Freeport, and he's just an incredible athlete.
Yeah, I think Alfio could be our first. I would be very shocked if it didn't happen.
Yeah, and Alfio expects a lot from himself. He's a very competitive athlete. He expects to clear every course he runs. There's our first skip. I was thinking we might see a few. Interesting technique, kind of doing this way.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I kind of. Was that not allowed? He looked at ref. It looked like for a second.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, I wonder if somebody said something. Like, that's not a bad idea, grabbing the sides. I bet you it's incidental on the side if you're aiming for the cliffhanger. That might be the rule, but once again, I was not out on the floor for the rules walkthrough. But that would make sense because Lashang in the middles is going to be a lot easier than grabbing the outsides.
Oh, definitely. And making up some time on these discs, that puts him back in the green.
Yep. From red to green, we're going to see a few more links here. Alfio's just too... Alfio doesn't like moving slow. He likes getting it over with and getting to the next obstacle. A little crooked here, though. Doesn't really have a choice.
Oh.
Save. Actually picked up some time there, too. 10 seconds ahead of pace, taking a little breather, looking at the clock.
Yeah, has a little under half his time, so he has plenty to work with.
These are small vertical limits. He's actually having to try. I've never seen Alfio make a face like that.
Yeah, well, those are the, I believe, the 3-ball climbing limiters, which have a rounded ledge.
Not fun. Not excited for tomorrow. All right, Alfio. A little bit taller, on the taller end. He's got his feet on the platform. I don't think he really needs that. I think that's like just a safety net he's trying to use. You got to just trust the arm that's hanging on the pressure cooker. That twist, though, that's the tricky part. Yes, he feels like he needed to do it, but you see how he lost a couple inches. Come on, Alfio. Oh, is he going to bail?
Oh.
All right.
I don't know if this is the right move. He's
going to move here.
Oh, just like that.
Man. Well,
yeah, I don't know if that was the right move.
I don't know. I'm biased on this obstacle because I've been on it. I've been on it in the gym. I have these pressure cookers. No, Alfio!
Are you kidding me?
Dang, that is so frustrating.
Man, they need to move that platform over next division. It's so frustrating.
Well, you know what? The pressure cooker, I'm biased. I like that obstacle. And I like it for two reasons. One, I've had it in the gym. It's a good equalizer obstacle, right? Because we just saw right there, Alfio and others falling on it, where it's really, when you look at all the other obstacles, to a non-ninja, you'd almost think it's easier than the rest. But it's not. It's tricky. And that's why I like it. That's number one. It's like an equalizer obstacle. It could take out the strongest, the fastest, the shortest, the tallest. It could take out anybody at any time, almost like agility could. And number two, why I like it is I've had it on American Ninja Warrior. It's a really fun obstacle. It's almost like you're resting. As long as you can just trust that obstacle will keep you afloat, you're going to be fine. But that's the problem. A lot of these guys, I feel like, haven't tried it before, and they just don't trust the physics of the obstacle. So it's just an unfortunate truth to Ninja. Is
AJ,
sometimes you don't practice before on the obstacle in the gym.
Did you see what AJ just did on the bogeys? That was
that was nuts. that was
incredible.
Nuts.
Now, if AJ either beats Alfio to the punch or beats the pressure cooker, then he will be going to the Premier Series finals. So
yeah, and he is on fire right now.
I guess we know what's up. They should really call a fireman because the whole gym is going to be on fire when he's through with this. Wow, he had his game face on there, but staying alive. AJ is going to the Premier Series finals. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just
He's
like
got so much time. Just trust the obstacle. Get it up there. If you really want to feel better about it, place it high like he did. You can give it a little swivel. Looks. Oh no!
Oh!
So I will say,
gosh,
the pressure cooker that you see here is slightly different than the American Ninja Warrior pressure cooker. The one on the show, was built by, the top tier, company, ATS, of course. And so, they design it to not only look pretty, but to just be perfect in every way. When these obstacles that you see in the gyms are built,
no, not again.
You're stuck. Oh no, you're stuck with the small fluctuations, right? You're stuck with maybe there's chalk on the bar, maybe there's, something different. And you can't really predict it. So I would say the pressure cooker that you see here is harder than what you saw in American Ninja Warrior. So it's also not helping the athletes when they keep seeing their friends fall on this obstacle, right? There's 2 people back to back we just saw fall in there. Um, and it's just, and maybe more. I can't even remember. I just remember we've seen a lot of people fall in that obstacle that should not be falling there. So it's definitely in these athletes' heads. We need to see somebody break through. Is it going to be Joseph?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're down to our final 3, which is crazy, and still no one has even breathed on the final obstacle.
I know, this is shocking. Joseph, once again, just like Alfio, like I was talking before, is somebody that expects to win and perform his best. So right there, you see, puts his hands on his head after the fall. He needs to be able to just bring it back, trust himself. I don't think switching to this bogey one hand at a time technique is a bad idea. He just wants to secure this obstacle.
Yeah, I feel like when you are focused on speed and you have a sudden slip up, it can completely throw off your rhythm.
Absolutely. And I'm sure we'll see Joseph kind of turn on the jets a little more now that he's got that clear out of the way.
Yep, there's a link. There is a span of the gap, and going for a big pull back. Joseph killed it.
Really pretty there. Let's see some sausage links. Oh, no! I'm trying to be silly over here because I'm hungry, and he falls on it. Come on, lock in, Joseph. It's time.
Yep.
These guys
And
train
now-
all year. Sometimes you get one shot.
Now both of his retries gone. That's not ideal, but if all goes right, you can still pull ahead. He hasn't
Right,
lost
Joseph
that
has-
much time.
Oh, he's got to be so confident to just go right into the vertical limit
Oh,
with no
no!
shock.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Joseph is traditionally very hard on himself, and you know it's just this sport. You know, I feel the same way when I get out there and I just make that mistake. You know, I was shocked that he didn't get a little chalk before the vertical limit. He went right into it. I love the confidence, but with that much time left, it's almost like you just have to take a chalk break. Not even necessarily for your hands. Just take the break for your mind. Let your body calm down before that tough move. That he had it. He had that obstacle. Tough break. Tough break.
Yeah, which that does mean that Alfio is going to the Premier Series finals no matter what happens. He's locked in a slot. Let's see if Lucas Savage can pull into a comfortable position here.
Lucas is a freak of nature. He is so strong. He's on the taller end compared to the other preteen athletes. And then our next athlete, Will, is on the shorter end. So we're going to see both ends of the spectrum here. Will, though, even though a preteen, is pretty much in a teen body. Look at him. You can see the muscles just on the biceps there. So strong. So strong. I mean, we're talking about doing lock-off 180 pull-throughs there. Really, really good.
Yeah, and Lucas has a lot to show for it. I mean, can do a 13.5-foot lache. He can lache more feet than his age.
My gosh. I think my record's 13.5. That's sad.
And a 16-foot max warped wall. I guess you do have him beat there.
Oh, thank goodness.
And also a Slapchalks ambassador. Shout out to Joseph Rouse.
All right. All right, now here's the, I was going to say the only downside to being a taller athlete's way more, but apparently that doesn't matter to Lucas here. All right, Lucas just under 2 seconds behind AJ's pace, so he's going to have to beat this to take the #1 spot and to be our first male to attempt the final obstacle. And he is longer, and it looks like he's setting himself up well. You see how he has it on the outside on the bar.
Yep, being delicate here. Yeah, I guess I guess it takes a tall athlete to get through this.
Yeah, and you see how he's setting it up on the side. I don't know if I like that. I think I would probably keep it on the back. Because now what's going to happen is it's going to swing and start to come down as it swivels. Oh, it stayed, though. Thank goodness. All right, we have our first male attempting the final obstacle here. 50 seconds left. He has no fail, so he gets 2 shots. I think he's got it.
It's a straight shot. I mean, you just
I
gotta
think he can do
lock
it.
it in. I mean, surely he has the bar tech under wraps. He's just gotta commit. He's gotta pull through here.
All right, here we go. Attempt number 1. It's in!
Yes! He's done it! Lucas Savage, our first finisher! Oh my gosh, he's done it. Oh, he
First-
must feel like the man.
The first preteen clear. Lucas Savage putting together a savage run. I don't even think he was tired at the end. I think he was just like, is that it?
Oh man, that was perfect.
That was
I
a
mean, he
great
spent
run.
No retries. He looked really good just throughout everything. And now we're down to one. One man, Will Vaz. First in the power rankings, which is absolute lunacy. Like, if you're number 1 in the power rankings, you are crazy.
All right, Will is known for his consistency and speed and everything else. Fearlessness. I mean, he's been doing ninja at high speeds his whole life. And so needing to go fast and getting put under pressure is nothing new for Will. And it's so much fun to watch, not just Will, but all these athletes. I mean, everyone is so incredibly talented and they're all pushing each other simultaneously. But, you know, Will is certainly leading the pack, and people are looking up to him, not just on the course, but off the course, and how he handles himself, and just a really good role model for his friends and his peers.
Absolutely. Well, as you go through that, he's already on to the 7th obstacle.
Little chalk break before the vertical limits. I can't imagine this one's going to be too hard for him. Still got to work.
The right call, though. Skips the last one.
Yeah.
Incredible. Enormous jump there out of Will. Now down to a minute 30 with 2 obstacles left. This is looking really good.
Well, shorter ninja here. And this obstacle is an equalizer obstacle. Like I said, you could be shorter, taller, heavier, skinnier. It doesn't matter. Strength, endurance. It comes down to just trusting the obstacle. Hopefully this is not too high and he just bumps into the bar here. Good job. Nice clear. Takes second place with that. Needs to clear in the next 20 seconds or so. Oh, he kicked it. So remember what I said in the beginning, getting it into the bear trap, not the hard part. It's the, oh, I made it, surprise. That's the tough part. He needs to expect to land it and then remember to hold on. And thankfully he had a fail to give, but now it's going to come down to this last attempt. You have to see it and hold it. See it, expect it, hold it.
All right,
Can he
gotta
do
go
it?
through the motions. One more try. No, Will! Oh my gosh!
A rare fall from Will. And I would say that will do it, but it looks like we have a rerun also that we're going to go through with Alfio. So the standings are not yet in stone, but Will, man, so close.
Oh, I'm in disbelief.
So close, and so is he. Man. All right, well, Alfio getting a rerun. I'm not sure what was not right on the course. Maybe, I don't know, but
I'm sure we can get some clarification. Alfio, I didn't mention his bio. He likes McDonald's and Ninja. That's all he has to say.
McDonald's and Ninja. Well, hey, McDonald's just came out with that new snack wrap, and I used to love that. And I have to admit, I've been eating quite a few of them. They're not that bad. They're not that bad, right?
I wonder if he's ever been to Florida. I hear you can have a McPizza.
Oh, You shouldn't have told me that. I'm trying to lose weight, Kane. I'm not trying to eat pizza.
Well, it's only in Florida, so.
Oh, okay, fair. All right, well, Alfio, on his first run, didn't he fall on the pressure cooker?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, uh-oh. I see a little grimace out of him. Yeah,
Go!
I don't know what he was thinking there. He's trying to save time, and I could appreciate that, but now at what cost, right? Now he has to do this whole obstacle again. Oh, and you know what? He had a rerun for touching the higher part of this obstacle, and I guess the ref let him go when he shouldn't have. And that's kind of the base of the rerun there. So that makes sense.
I do feel like he doesn't have too much to lose here.
I don't know what he's doing, though.
He's making a bunch of big moves he really doesn't need to make, but
Yeah.
I don't think it matters because I think Alfio is still locked in. So
Oh, wait. Maybe, is he? Because, I don't know. I almost have to get clarification. Right? They take the best of the two runs, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Okay.
So I think
Yeah,
Alfio
it's a weird spot there, right? Because the obstacle. Anyway. All right. Well, there is our top four. Lucas, the only full clear of the preteen division. Incredible. Will coming in second place, minute 50 seconds, and the times were actually very different, which is kind of surprising. I thought we would see two clears, is what I thought, and we really we were kind of close. AJ coming in at third, 8 points, and then Alfio.
Sorry about that,
as
guys.
well. So great job, guys.
Something to do on NinjaWorks.
Yeah, that's
and then we can get.
It's crazy. Let's look at the women's side. We have Katarina, Fiona, and Anissa and Kaylee, all pulling through, doing their best. I like to see the British flag as well, man. It's nice seeing a flag that isn't the U.S. flag for all four people. But yeah, this was absolutely crazy. We saw a lot of really epic moments, a lot of close calls. We saw that buzzer at the end that really tied everything up with a nice bow. It's any closing thoughts, Joe?
Well, I am just in awe. These ninjas are so great, and it's so much fun to watch them. And I'm really excited for what's to come for the rest of the season. These preteens are incredible. The finals are going to be so much fun. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. So for me, I will see you at the next preteen event next weekend. And Kane, you will see tomorrow. What do we have going on tomorrow, Kane?
Yeah, let's pull up that schedule one more time. It is going to be the remaining divisions on Sunday, which is tomorrow, at first thing in the morning. We have the amateur division, which is, for the record, young adult to masters. So they're all lumped together. Then we have the teen division at lunchtime, give or take. And then finally, we have the elite division where we will see our very own Joe Moravsky in the commentator's booth jumping onto the course. So hopefully watching all these runs has helped you some way, somehow, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I don't want to imagine what they have in store for the elites if this was the preteen course. So, I definitely know how the course works a little more. There's always an advantage to that. But hey, every ninja that's competing tomorrow could be watching this live stream just like I am and taking notes. So these preteens, thank you so much for, putting together such incredible runs. And just remember, not every run's going to be your best run. So keep your chin up and just get that next competition and refocus. You guys can do it.
Yep. But that will do it for day one of the Premier Series qualifier here at Empire. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I have been Kane Malden, joined by Joe Moravsky, and good night.
dude.